Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Welcome back to Phoenix Wright.
I don't remember what happened. That's fine.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
Adrian broke the big pot, Barney jizzed, and everybody's happy.
Oh, okay.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready? Preparation is last refuge of the week.
I said a pretty normal thing.
Jesus, Godo.
What is wrong with you?
Right from the get-go.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godo.
Settle is a request of the weak-minded. Ugh, he's got the judge in the palm of his hands. Yet again.
The hands that the weak use to serve the strong.
Shut up.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all.
I don't think that was on the table, but...
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godo, along with half of the things you say.
Ha! Then you need to get out more, Your Honor.
I don't think that's the problem.
Life is war.
It's not.
But that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
What is in that coffee he's drinking?
Hallucinogens.
Yes. Well, then let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Oh, thanks. It's been like a week, so...
Thank you, actually.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is John Buttfair. I don't know. The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security.
He looks so happy. Too bad he's dead. Now he doesn't.
His body doesn't look so happy now. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th.
Looks very sad.
However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
I'm not a cat.
Oh, you like it when I call you little thief but not little kitten?
No, I'm not into that.
Very well then, Mr. Godo, please call your first witness.
It's not my aesthetic.
I'm not in that furry shit.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
You should probably be dead.
But the first one, my heart exploded 2 seconds ago.
Oh.
But the first one is always the
He just
best.
keeps rambling poetry as he falls, crumbles to the ground.
Mr. Godo, we got a new one. Mr. Godo, your witness?
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
Didn't do that shit.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination.
1 case ago.
She put a lot of trust in me back then. Oh yeah, this case has been long. It feels like longer
This
ago.
feels like a long case.
We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. It would be a delight.
Ha! I don't get it. You've got guts, trite.
Why'd you laugh?
I just laugh. It's like I want people to think I get the joke.
But then you immediately tell him that you don't.
I don't
so
because I'm
clearly...
also an honest person.
All right then, Mr. Ron Delight. Oh, I just got it. Please take the stand.
Really? It took you that long?
Are you that surprised?
I'm still uncracked from that old song and dance.
Ago.
I never got it. I'm the last Charlie Brown adult. Hi,
You
guys.
did it, didn't you?
Yes. What? No, that's not
Got him.
shit.
Yeah, all right, Bill, take him away.
I fucked right up. I stepped right in that dog shit.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. Kind of a bummer, actually.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Ha! Very well. Now then, can you tell me something?
Oh, yes,
If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home and watch some Netflix.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
To finish a series of unfortunate events.
Oh, what season are you on?
It's the 3rd season. I haven't started it yet. It just
gonna
came out.
spoil
I
the
need to
ending for
testify
you.
now. Oh, don't do that, please. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. I've been practicing over the break.
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
You'd never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Or
Mr.
licking
Wright,
it up.
your cross-examination, if you please.
Okay, well, just crossing him.
Well, let's go to my visit to KB Security.
Let's look at that blackmail letter real quick, because it's been a while.
Yeah, I want to see it. It's a nice letter. It's green. Found in Ron's room. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead.
And let's go through everything real quick. Just a little scroll. There's a wall I found. Okay.
Yeah, 1 a.m. the night of the crime.
Okay, that's
Used on October 12th, night of the crime at 1 a.m.
Okay.
The shot of Master Mask striking him. It's just that.
Okay.
Publicity. Found in the shadow of Ami Face statue. It looks like it was torn off some clothing. Time of death, 10:12 at 1. Everything's fucking at 1 o'clock a.m. at 10:12. That's when he got conked on the head. About the first heist, guard in the photo is Ron Delight.
It's that unfunny
Tier of,
comic strip.
Yeah, Tier of Enema. Connected to the bait. There were no fingerprints on it.
Okay.
Found on top of the table. The crime scene
This was like a list of
all
rich
the stolen things, but everybody keeps saying they sound too cheap, which is weird. Buzzer record. It went off at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th, which is weird because the time of death was around 1 a.m. or maybe it's not
no
exact.
fingerprints. Ooh.
Yeah, that's odd.
Okay. Was that everything?
Let's see. At 1 a.m. That's all no, there's a bunch of oh no, there's more. From Mass second heist, he was stealing as direct. Oh yeah, the blackmail letters told him to steal. He told us about all that. Sacred urn, broken and repaired.
This is all stuff we...
Why would we still need this?
This is new stuff.
This will come up again, I guess. So we got all that with like Adrian shit, and all this is
That's all old stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
1 a.m. You went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. Blackmail letter ordered me to go there.
Okay.
And it does say that location, right?
Yeah, KB Security. Yep.
Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. Okay, it doesn't specifically say the room, but I don't think that's like a thing. I've been working until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
Press the previous statement.
How did he know it was Kane Bullard then?
Yeah, we'll see.
That might be something. It ordered you there.
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this or take that. Hold it!
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight?
Please don't say any more.
Now, what should I do? So what did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said to bring $50,000.
Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
Shut up.
Shut up, you piece of shit.
You shut up! But wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of except the red thing that he mentioned.
An important point indeed.
Oh, I hope he doesn't mention a red thing.
Witness, let's add that shit.
Yes, sir.
Ha!
What's funny?
I don't know.
Okay. A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Okay. Wasn't going to cause me any trouble, then why does it mention this fucking red thing? Because he puts a thread in the thing.
Take that red
What's
diamond.
the red diamond? Are you kidding me? Okay.
That must not be it.
Your Honor, I don't know. I thought that made sense. Maybe I have to press it again and
No,
make it...
no, hold on. Let me look at the statement exactly again.
Okay. He had nothing to hold over him, is what he said. Or I guess like the fact
The
that he
blackmail
got
threat didn't
fired.
scare me. It was going to cause me trouble or anything.
What do we have?
What was Ron's testimony?
He had a whole thing about...
He was stealing us directed by blackmail letters. Okay.
So, I mean, it might have that, I guess.
Okay.
But he was just talking about it, so that doesn't seem to be a...
Right. Kane's list?
It's just a list. Tier of Emanon.
Isn't this like, hey, this is... I know what shit you stole.
Oh yeah, that was in his office.
Right. Let's see.
Connected, that's just that.
Okay.
Oh wait, the guard in the photo, okay. I don't think that's...
It's not that, yeah. We can try pressing that statement again.
We haven't pressed this one, because it's new. See if anything comes up. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
So that's why Ms. Delight didn't believe he was mask to mask.
That's why I knew they were just hollow threats.
I think it might be the list, right?
The list because he has all the
what
information.
Kane has on him.
That makes sense. No, okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Oh, man.
Oh, man. All rats and cheese.
All rats and cheese. Unfortunately, I have
Rats
to
and
penalize you.
cheese.
Let me see.
Must be on the wrong track. Isn't going to cause me trouble or anything? What else would type? Because I know he has the whole thing. He doesn't want Desi to find out that... Oh, wait. No, he keeps saying he's mask to mask. I don't know.
Is there other things you can press?
There's other statements.
Although he
There's a
did
couple more.
change the statement already.
Usually when they add a statement, that is the thing that you need to contradict.
Right.
So,
Why don't you pause real quick?
okay.
We gotta keep pressing. Press
Okay,
this.
that's interesting that they did that.
Sometimes they do that.
You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
That's not how you say that.
Shit. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
dare you.
gave me so much shit for not doing that last time.
A security chief? You?
No, a security chef, actually, but
And yet,
I cooked up all the security.
a year ago, you were fired without notice.
because I cooked and ate all the security team.
Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
I deserved it. I mean, I don't have a grudge.
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject.
Why were you fired?
Yeah, what the fuck? Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well,
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that.
Okay, then I take it back.
Defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
You needed money. Got to have money.
Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick?
Pretty fun.
I mean, I guess that's true, but I'm surprised I'm the one who's responsible about this.
My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company.
Oh, shit.
You know how it be.
Come again?
KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief,
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately. I don't know why. Such an overreaction. What?
I wish I had never asked that.
Hey, just like the thing I said.
I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own.
What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You'd do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm just a little baby.
That's what I said to Mr. Bullard, and he
He was like, get out of here.
Actually, that might be why he fired me more so than the actual crime.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up, and then a bunch of dogs came and ate it and peed on it, and then a meteor came and now everyone's dead, is what it feels like. It's a good analogy. I'm gonna write a book about that. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. My analogy game is on point tonight.
Okay.
Fired me for selling company secrets.
Press it. I guess.
It sounds like we're just pressing stuff. I don't know. Why would you do something like that?
Well, for Desi's hobby, what else?
Wasting money, huh?
It's not a waste!
So Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she?
So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other.
I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think seriously about couples.
Some Breaking Bad shit. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
There wasn't much in his testimony, was there?
Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. We'd better be careful.
But if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth.
Yeah.
Maybe on next episode we'll figure out this contradiction.
Figure out this shit.
Figure
We'll crack
out
this cinnamon
this
dip shit.
Crack
in
those
half.
cinnamon buns open and eat
Scoop
the
out the
delicious cinnamon
insides.
inside.